If you're waiting for the perfect time to buy a home in San Francisco in 2026, you might be making the most expensive decision of your life. I just spent the last 3 days analyzing every single data point in the 2025 year-end report from the San Francisco Association of Realtors. And what I found is going to shock you. San Francisco ended 2025 with only 393 homes for sale in the entire city. That's down 37% from last year. But at the same time, sales were up nearly 10%. Pending sales also up 9%. And sellers, they received an average of 107% of their asking price. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to break down every single district, every property type, every price range, and show you exactly what's happening in San Francisco real estate right now. So let me ask you, should you buy a home in San Francisco in 2026, or should you wait? Drop your answer in the comments right now, and let's see if it changes by the end of this deep dive. I'm David Poulsen, and I'm a top San Francisco realtor specializing in the Marina District, Pacific Heights, Cow Hollow, the Sunset, Potrero Hill, and Noe Valley, and the neighborhoods where San Francisco's most competitive real estate transactions happen every single day. I've been selling real estate in San Francisco over 15 years, and I can tell you with absolute certainty, I have never seen a market quite like this one. In this video, I'm breaking down the official 2025 San Francisco Association of Realtors year-end report. This is not speculation. This is not my opinion. This is raw MLS data covering all 10 districts, all property types, and over 5,000 closed transactions. Here's what we're covering in the next 20 minutes. The complete citywide picture with all the key metrics. A district by district breakdown of all 10 San Francisco districts, property type analysis, single family versus condos, price range, performance from under $750K to over $1.75 million. My 3-question framework to help you decide if you should buy now or wait. And the real risks of waiting in this market, if you want the most comprehensive, data-driven San Francisco market analysis you'll find anywhere on YouTube. You're in the right place. Hit that button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notifications because I release this level of analysis every single week. Let's dive in. What changed in 2025? Before we get into the numbers, let me give you some critical context about what actually happened in the San Francisco housing market over the past few years. 2022, complete chaos. Interest rates spiked from 3% to 7% in less than a year. Buyers panicked. The entire Bay Area real estate market seized up. Everyone was convinced we were heading into a massive crash. 2023, the hangover year. Rates stayed elevated. Affordability was terrible. Sales volume was down nearly 30% compared to pre-pandemic levels. Inventory started to creep up a little bit, but prices stayed frustratingly sticky because sellers refused to drop their prices. 2024, the recovery year. We started to see some stabilization. Rates bounced around between 6% and 7.5%. Sales picked up slightly, but San Francisco was still considered one of the weaker performers in the Bay Area. People were still leaving the city. Remote work was hollowing out office buildings. The doom and gloom headlines continued. Then came late 2024 and 25, and everything changed. The AI boom, which had been building for years, suddenly went into hyperdrive. OpenAI, Anthropic, and dozens of well-funded AI startups set up headquarters in San Francisco. Thousands of high-income engineers, product managers, and executives flooded back into the city. Venture capital money started flowing again. IPOs started happening. Stock options started vesting. And all of that wealth creation created massive housing demand. Meanwhile, mortgage rates declined through the second half of 2025, ending the year in the low to mid 6% range. And inventory stayed stubbornly, historically low. According to the San Francisco Association of Realtors, new listings in 2025 were only up 0.0, basically flat. But because homes were selling faster and more buyers were competing, active inventory at year end was down 37%. So while the national housing market was being described as balanced or even buyer friendly, in some regions, San Francisco was experiencing the exact opposite. A supply-constrained, seller-friendly market with intense competition and rising prices. Now that's the backdrop. Now let's get into the data. Now let's get into the most important part of the analysis, the district-by-district breakdown. San Francisco is not one market, it's 10 completely different micro markets, and understanding nuances of each district is critical if you're serious about buying or selling here in San Francisco. I'm going to go through all 10 districts in order, and I'm going to give you the key stats for each one from the 2025 SFAR report. District 1, the Richmond district. This includes Central Richmond, Outer Richmond, Inner Richmond, Jordan Park, Laurel Heights, Lake Street, Seacliff, and Lone Mountain. The median price, $1.8 million, compared, and it's flat, compared to 2024. 319 sales up 1.3%. Percent of list price received 109%. Days on market 28 days on market. Month supply half a month supply. Property mix 58% single family, 40% condo. District 1 is interesting because it's one of the few districts where the median price didn't move at all year over year. But that doesn't mean it's weak. It's a weak market. Sellers are still getting nearly 110% of asking. And inventory is incredibly tight at just half a month's supply. This district has historically been a great value play for buyers who want single-family homes close to the Presidio, Land's End, Lincoln Park, and Ocean Beach. It's access to Clement Street's legendary restaurant scene and Gary Boulevard shopping. If you're looking for a single-family home under $2 million, with more square footage than you'd get in Pacific Heights or Noe Valley, District 1 is worth exploring. You get great parks, ocean access, and solid neighborhood feel. Okay, District 2, Sunset and Parkside. This includes the Outer Sunset, Central Sunset, Inner Sunset, Parkside, Outer Parkside, Inner Parkside, and Golden Gate Heights. Median price, $1.608 million, up 5.1%. 466 sales, up 2.6%. Percent of the list price received, 119%, the highest in the entire city. Days on market, 21 days, the fastest in the entire city. Month supply, 0.04 months. Property mix, 91% single family, 8% condo. District 2 and the Sunset and Parkside is absolutely crushing the market right now. Sellers in District 2 are getting nearly 120% of asking price. That's the highest in the city. Homes are going under contract in 3 weeks. And it's overwhelming the single family at 91%. This tells me families are aggressively competing for homes in the Sunset because of the value proposition. You can get a 3-bedroom single family home with a garage and a yard for around $1.6 million, which is impossible in most other parts of San Francisco. Many in the Sunset appreciate the public schools, proximity to Golden Gate Park, Ocean Beach, and community ties. This is where generational wealth is being deployed into real estate. If you're selling in District 2, you're in the driver's seat. If you're buying, you need to bring your A game and probably an extra 100 to 300K over the asking. Let's move on to District 3. Lakeshore, Merced, Ingleside, Ocean View. This includes Lakeshore, Merced Heights, Merced Manor, Stonestown, Pine Lake, Lakeside, Ingleside Heights, Ingleside Terraces, and Ocean View. Median price, $1.275 million, 166 sales, down 2.9%, and percent of the list price received, 111. Days on market, 28. Month supply, 0.8 months. Property mix, 83% single family, 11% condo. District 3 is one of the smaller districts by sales volume, but it's incredibly desirable for buyers who want single-family homes near Lake Merced, San Francisco State University, and easy freeway access. Sales volume was down slightly, which tells me inventory is just not hitting the market here. But when it does, sellers are getting 111% of asking. This district is popular with who want space, quieter neighborhoods, and proximity to golf courses, Harding Park, Olympic Club, and schools. If you're a buyer with a $1.2 to $1.5 million budget and you want a single family home with a yard and a garage, District 3 offers great value compared to more central neighborhoods. Let's move on to District 4, Twin Peaks, Forest Hill, West Portal. This includes Forest Hill Extension, Forest Knolls, West Portal Street, St. Francis Wood, Sherwood Forest, Balboa Terrace, Monterey Heights, Westwood Highlands, Miraloma Park, Diamond Heights, Midtown Terrace, Sunnyside, Westwood Park, and Mount Davidson Manor. The median price here is $1.876 million, up 7.5%, the highest price growth in the city. 370 sales, up 7.2%. Of the list price received, 111.2%. Days on market, 29 days. Month supply, 0.4 months. The property mix here is 88% single family, 10% condo. District 4 was the breakout star of 2025. A 7.5% year-over-year increase in median price is massive in a market where the overall city was just up 1.5%. Why is District 4 crushing it? Exclusive low-density neighborhoods. Forest Hill, St. Francis Wood, and West Portal are some of the most prestigious family neighborhoods in San Francisco, with architectural beauty and tree-lined streets. Many who live here, the public, appreciate the public and private schools, village atmosphere. West Portal Avenue feels like a small town within the city, with local shops, cafes, and restaurants. Transportation is easy access to Muni Metro, makes commuting to downtown simple. Space and privacy. Homes here tend to be larger with yards and driveways and separation from neighbors. If you're a family buyer with a $1.75 to $2.5 million budget and we want the quintessential San Francisco family home with character, architecture, and a strong neighborhood feel, District 4 should be at the top of your list. All right, so we just covered Districts 1 through 4 in detail, and here's what you need to remember. District 1, the Richmond district, is holding steady at 1.8 million with tight inventory, and sellers getting nearly 110% of asking. If you want space, schools, and proximity to Presidio, Ocean Beach, this is a great value play. District 2, the Sunset Parkside, is the surprise powerhouse of 2025. Sellers are getting 119% of the asking price, the highest in the entire city, with homes selling in just 21 days. This district proves that families and everyone are willing to compete aggressively for single-family homes with yards, garages, and top. District 3, Lakeshore, Ingleside, Ocean View, is a quiet gem. Modest price growth at 2%, but sellers are still getting 111% of asking. Lower volume tells me inventory is tight. When good homes hit the market, buyers move fast. District 4, Twin Peaks, Forest Hill, West Portal, had the highest price growth in the entire city at 7.5%. If you're looking at exclusive architectural, friendly neighborhoods with a village feel and top school, this is where the action is, but you're going to pay for it. Now, here's what's really important to understand. These four districts, 1, 2, 3, and 4, represent the western and southwestern quadrants of San Francisco. They're heavily single family, and they're oriented so they have schools, and they're seeing intense buyer competition. If you're a buyer with a $1.5 to $2.5 million budget, you want a house with a yard, a garage, and a neighborhood feel, these are your primary targets. But San Francisco has 10 districts, and each one tells a completely different story. In part 2 of this series, I'm going to break down districts 5 through 10, which cover District 5, Noe Valley, Glen Park, Cole Valley, Haight-Ashbury, the central mixed-use, walkable neighborhoods where you get both single-family and condo options. District 6, Western Addition, Lower Pack Heights, Alamo Square, almost entirely condos, heavily urban, culturally vibrant. District 7, Marina, Cow Hollow, Pacific Heights, Presidio Heights, the highest median price in the city at over $2.2 million, luxury living at its finest. District 8, Nob Hill, Russian Hill, North Beach, downtown, the only district where sellers received under asking price and the slowest days on market in the city. District 9, Mission, Bernal Heights, Potrero Hill, Soma, Mission Bay, the highest sales growth in the city at over 20%, providing that buyers are finding value here. District 10, Bayview, Excelsior, Portola, Visitation Valley, the most affordable district in San Francisco, with a median price right at $1 million. Each of these districts has completely different buyer profiles, price points, inventory levels, and market dynamics. And here's the thing, if you're trying to make a smart decision about buying or selling in San Francisco in 2026, you need to understand which district fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your goals. So here's what I want you to do. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss part 2, which I'm releasing this week. Drop a comment below and tell me, which district are you most interested in learning about in part 2? And are you curious about Noe Valley, the Mission, Pacific Heights? Let me know and I'll make sure to address your questions in the next video. If you're ready to talk strategy right now, whether you're buying or selling in any of these districts, use the link in the description to schedule a free strategy call with me. We'll talk about your specific situation, your target neighborhoods, your budget, and build a custom game plan for 2026. And if you want all the data in one place, download my free 2026 San Francisco Home Buyer Guide with district by district breakdowns, price ranges, and real examples from the SFAR report. Link is in the description. Thanks so much for watching part 1. I'm David Poulsen, your top San Francisco realtor, and I'll see you in part 2, where we cover the remaining 6 districts. Remember, San Francisco isn't one market, it's 10. And understanding your district is the key to making a smart decision in 2026. This is David Poulsen coming to you live here in San Francisco.